English grammar in that noun, pronoun we discussed briefly. Today we are going to discuss about another parts of speech, that's adverb. Okay, adverb, it describes. What it describes? It describes sometimes verb, sometimes adjective, or sometimes another adverb it describes. Another adverb it describes. Its work is only describing. Its work is only describing what it is, how it is, how often, how much. Like this it describes. Okay, we have to say adverb. An adverb describes a verb. Sometimes in a sentence it describes a verb. Sometimes in a sentence it describes an adjective. Sometimes in a sentence it describes another adverb. Another adverb. Then in a sentence it tells us how the work is happened. Slowly, fastly, thoroughly, like this. How, where, work, where it happens. Work, where it happens. Where it happens, maybe outside, inside. Okay, like this works, whatever that happens. Then when, far away. In a sentence, work is happened in the far away days, or work is going whatever the work is going on every day, or work is going on always, on ready. Okay, that it explains. That's why it tells us how, where, and how much. How much? It may be quietly. It may be what? Very, almost, like this. How much? Then how often? The whatever in sentence work is going on, na, that how often it happens. Sometimes it happens, rarely it happens, or what? Normally it happens, or never it happens. Whatever the whatever the things are happening in a sentence, that it explains how often, or sometimes how much, when, where, how. Like this it explains. Now with the help of a chart, what we have to study? What are the adverbs? Those adverbs, what they are telling us? They are telling how, where, when, how much, how often. Okay. Okay, now only we discussed what? Adverb describes a verb, adverb describes an adjective, adverb describes another adverb. Okay, and how, when, where, how much, how often. Okay, with example we are going to study Rama pedal a cycle slowly. How Rama pedal a cycle? How? Slowly. The car ran fastly. The car ran fastly. Fastly? How it ran. How it ran. Rama injured badly. Rama injured badly. How he injured? He injured badly. Or Sita wrote a letter quickly. How she wrote a letter? How she wrote a letter? Quickly. Okay. Like this, how in a sentence, whatever the words explain how, those are all adverbs. Those are all adverbs. Then when? Rama went to hill far away. Rama went to hill far away. When he went to hill far away. Then Sita visits a temple every day. When she visits a temple? Every day she visits a temple. Okay. Then we read a book, or what? Gandhiji read a book always. Gandhiji reads a book always. Okay. Then when they reads a book? Every time, always. Okay. Then next, whatever the works are going on ready. On ready means every time they are ready to work. Means on ready. Okay. Then today our tuition class is at 6 o'clock. When is your tuition class? At 6 o'clock. That's enough. Then where? Where in a sentence, Sita going outside. Where she going? She going outside. Mother gone backside. Mother gone backside. Where your mother gone? She gone backside. Where you stood? Where you stood? We stood behind the stage. We stood behind the stage. In what in sentence? We stood behind the stage is a sentence. Then what we are asking? Where you stood? We stood behind the stage. Okay. Then Shrainik fall down from a hill. Shrainik fall down from a hill. Okay. Fall down from hill. Where he fall down? Where he fall down? He fall down from a hill. How much? How much? He do a quiet work. How much? Means he do a quiet work. Quiet work means no one can estimate. Quiet work. Then she is fairly doing her homework. Means she is doing. How much she is doing? She is doing fairly. Then very, almost. These are also example for adverb. Like that only. How often? In a sentence, how much time the work is going on? How much time? How often? How much time? How often? The work is going sometimes, not every day. One day after one day, or what in weekly once day. Like this to explain what we use sometimes. We visit a temple rarely. How often you visit a temple? We visit a temple rarely. Then next, your mother. Oh no. Normally, what we use normally 1 minute. Normally we are going to walk. Normally we are going to walk. How often you go to walk? Normally, I means every day we are going to walk. Like this, we use in sentence adverbs. These are all adverbs. Whatever the words in a sentence explains verb, adjective or another adverb. Those are all are adverbs. Okay, what they explain? They explain how, when, where, how much, how often. How often. Okay, now we have to discuss about examples for whatever the describing words, those are called as adverbs. Now we are going to discuss what in a sentence, how we have to find out the adverbs. The girl runs quickly. Girl, common noun, verb, then quickly, adverb. It's what? Adverb. Quickly. How girl runs? She runs quickly. Okay. Now we are going to discuss another one parts of a speech. That's an adjective. It's an adjective. See, adjectives are words which describes noun or a pronoun. Adverbs are verbs which describes verb, adjective or another adverb. But adjectives are the words. Adjectives are the words used to describe a noun or pronoun. They describes only noun or pronoun. Okay. Then what are those describing words? Those explains noun and pronoun. Okay. Bangalore is a super place. It's a super place. Bangalore, it's a super place. Super. It explains noun or pronoun. Okay. Then cute. The baby is cute. It explains and it describes noun or a pronoun. Like that only. Green, smart, clever, beautiful, soft, hard, brave, many, rapidly, neatly, large. Then fastly, delicious. Your mother cooked today. She prepared a delicious food. Means you are describing a mother. Mother means a pronoun. In place of a noun, whatever we use, those are not what we call. We call pronoun. That's why these are all what? Describes a noun or pronoun. What they describes? They describes a noun or pronoun. With the help of an example in a sentence, we have to identify adjectives. Okay. Now only we discussed what? Adjective. What do you mean by adjective? Adjectives are the words which describes noun or pronoun. Noun or pronoun. Some examples are given there. Okay, in a sentence we have to find out the adjectives. What they are describing? They are describing the noun or sometimes pronoun. Okay, see this. Rama is a clever boy. Rama, noun. Okay, here clever is a adjective. Then rabbit runs rapidly. Okay, rabbit, pronoun. Then rapidly. The taste of a mother cooked food. The taste of a mother, pronoun. Okay, it's a delicious. What? It's a delicious. It's a adjective. Rama dramatically escaped. Rama dramatically escaped. Here, dramatic is a what? It is an adjective. Rama dresses neatly. Neatly, adjective. The baby chicks are soft. The baby chicks are soft. Baby, it's a pronoun. Okay. These are some examples for pronouns. These are some examples for what? Adjectives. We have to, whatever the words explaining a noun or pronoun, those are called as a adjectives. Those are called as a now we are going to discuss verb. Another one parts of a speech. It's a verb. Verbs are nothing but action words. Verbs are nothing but action words, or whatever in sentence work is going on. Okay, that work, whatever they are telling, those words are called as a verbs. Verbs are telling or saying words to do an action or work. To do an action or work. Okay. Some examples we have to discuss for a verb. Sit, write, drink, eat, run, jump, swim, dive. Okay, these are some examples for verb. Then with the help of examples, what in a sentence, how we have to identify a verb, that we have to discuss. Rama writing a letter. Okay, which word saying here action? It's a writing, means it's a verb. Okay, like that only. Children are doing their homework. What children are doing? They are doing their homework. Means here doing is a verb. Next, Usain Bolt runs fastly. Means what he is doing? He is running. Action. Whatever the words they are telling or saying, action, or whatever the work is going on, whatever they are telling, those are verbs. Next one, monkeys are jumping one tree to another tree. One tree to another tree. Here jumping is a verb. Jumping is a verb. Okay. Next, what we are going to discuss means verbs are classified into two categories. Okay, main verb and auxiliary verb. Main verb and auxiliary verb. One by one we have to discuss. Now we are going to discuss what? Verbs. Classification of verbs. Verbs are classified into two types. First one is a main verb. Main verb is also called as a principal verb. And another one is a auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is also called as a helping verb. Then what do you mean by main verb? A main verb expresses a meaning of its own. A main verb expresses a meaning of its own. It has its own meaning. It doesn't take the help of another words. Okay, that's a main verb. A verb expresses a meaning of its own. It has its own meaning. Example, go, eat, read, jump, cut, etc. These are all main verbs. These are all main verbs. Then auxiliary verbs are also called as a helping verbs. Auxiliary verbs are also called as a helping verbs. Whatever the words which helps main verb, whatever the verbs which helps main verb to form its tense, voice and mood. To form its tense, voice or mood. Whatever the helping verbs are there, those are called as a auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs. Okay, they helps to main verb. For what purpose? What purpose? To form a tense, to show a voice, or to indicate the mood of a person. To indicate the mood of a person, they are helpful. They are helpful. That's why they are called as a helping verbs. Then examples for helping verbs is am, are, were, has, had, have, will be, shall be, can, could. Okay, these are examples for helping verb. Once again, what are the helping verbs? What are the helping verbs? Is, am, are, were, has, had, have, will be, shall be, can, could. These are helping verbs. Okay. Now we are going to discuss another one parts of a speech. Preposition. It's another one parts of a speech, but it's a preposition. Prepositions are the words which denote the relationship between a thing or a person, or person to person, or sometime person to another thing. Person to another. What their main purpose is means they are showing the relationship between person to thing or person to person. Okay. Prepositions are words which denote the relation of a thing or a person with another thing. Thing or a person with another thing or a person in a sentence. What is the relation between person or a thing or a person to thing or a person to person or a person to any other things? Okay. Whatever the words they are saying, the relations they are what they are saying, they are saying relation in between them. Those are prepositions. Okay. Then prepositions are at, from, on, to, about, by, in, out, up, above, between, under, for, of, till, with, within, across, near. One or two examples. With some examples I will discuss now. Okay. I am a teacher. I writes within a board. I writes within a board. I am not going outside the board. That's why the relation between me and this board, whatever the word is explaining, that's a within. Within is a preposition. Is a preposition. The match starts until curiosity goes on. The match starts until curiosity goes on. Until or till. But it is a preposition. Then we go across the India. The relation between we and India. What it's explaining? It's explaining across. It is also what? Preposition. We sat under a tree. The relation between we and tree. We sat under a tree. Under, it is a preposition. Like this in sentence we are using prepositions. With some more examples we discuss prepositions. With some more examples we discuss prepositions. What we are going to study now? Prepositions. We took some sentences. In those sentences we are trying to find out prepositions. First one. The book is on the table. The book is on the table. Here relationship between book and table. Whatever the word is showing, that's a preposition. The relation between book and table. These are two things. The relation between two things, whatever the word is showing, that's a preposition. That's why here on is a preposition. I stood near a blackboard. Whatever the relation between I and blackboard, I and blackboard, whatever it's showing, that's a preposition. Near. I stood near blackboard. I stood near blackboard. The relation between I and blackboard, person and thing, whatever the word is saying, that's a preposition. Near. He jumped into river. The relation between he and river. He and river. Whatever the word is showing, that's a preposition. Into. He is at bus stand. The relation between he and bus stand. At. Showing it's a at is a preposition. Rama travels by bus. Okay. The relation between Rama and bus. Whatever the word is showing, that's a by. By bus. I drank a cup of tea. I drank a cup of tea. Okay. I and cup of tea. I drank a cup of tea. Okay. Here in between a tea and a person. Tea and person, whatever the relation showing word, that's off. Off is a preposition. Here off is a preposition. Like this. In a sentence we find out prepositions. Now we are going to discuss another one parts of a speech, that's a conjunction. One parts of a speech, that's a conjunction. Okay, conjunction is a part of a speech which joins words, phrases or clauses together. Conjunctions are the words, it is a part of a speech. Okay, conjunctions are the words which joins what one word to another word, or sometime one phrase to another phrase, or sometime one clause to another clause. What's their work? Their work is to join those clauses, join those phrases, join those words. This is the work of conjunction. Now we are going to discuss what? Example for conjunctions. Either, or neither, nor, but, also, whether, both also, as soon as, that. These are some conjunctions. With the help of a sentence, we discuss these examples. With the help of some sentences, we study these conjunctions one by one. Okay, conjunctions are joining words. Conjunctions are joining words between words to words, or phrases, or clauses. See, Chetan is a brilliant boy. It's a one sentence. Okay, then Chetan is a lazy. This is a lengthiest process. We want to make it short. With the help of a conjunction, we can able to make it short. How? Chetan is a brilliant and Chetan is a lazy, but he is a lazy. One minute. Chetan is a brilliant, but he is lazy. He is lazy. Like that, what we have done here, we mingle the two sentences. We join the two sentences with help of but. Okay, this is a conjunction. I like fruits, I like vegetables. Here also two sentences are there. With the using conjunction, with the help of conjunctions, we make it as a short. I like fruits. I like fruits and vegetables. See, and here what it's a conjunction. Okay, in some people, sometime whatever we want to give, sometimes they not accept. For example, something we are giving a gift, then that time they want to reject. That time, what? If you want, take it or leave it, whatever we say. With the help of conjunction, we make it as a short. Either take it or leave it. Either take it or leave it. Here or is a conjunction. Next, we both care and honor him. For example, we both care that person, we both honor that person. This is the lengthiest work. With the help of using a conjunction, what we done? We both care and honor him. Okay, in sentences, whatever we use the conjunctions, those conjunctions shorten the sentence. It's a easy work. Then what we want to schedule a timetable also, and we want to schedule that timetable as possible, means what, early also, means both these sentences how we have to mingle. With the help of a conjunction, we schedule a timetable as soon as possible. Here as soon as is a conjunction. Here as soon as what it's a conjunction. Now we are going to last parts of a speech. It's a last one, it's an interjection. Okay, now we have to discuss interjection. To discuss what? Interjection. Okay, interjections are the words which denote a sudden feeling of the mind. For example, in some cases, whenever we are feeling a joy, some words will come. Whenever we are in sad mood, some feelings will come. Whatever those feelings will come in mind, to express those feelings, what we use interjections. That's why interjections are words which denote sudden feeling of the mind. Sudden feeling of the mind. With the help of some examples, we have to study one by one. For example, whenever the cricket match is going on, a very important batsman, when he goes to dugout, whenever he goes to dugout, what say? Ouch! It's a dugout. Ouch! It's a dugout. Means he gone for a 0. Means ouch. Whatever we word used, it's an interjection. It's a what? Interjection. In Kannada, it's called a udgara vachaka. Udgara vachaka. Sudden feelings, whatever we express, those are called interjections. Not only that, hooray! Hooray! We won the match. Feeling with a joy. That time we use hooray! We win the match. Whenever we are in sad mood, someone person is scolding us. What we say? Hey, I said enough. Hey, I said enough. Stop it. Okay, whatever they stop it. Hey, I said enough. Whatever these words are there, these are interjections. Not only that, whoosh, the person died. For example, sudden accident is happened, and if you go and check that person, if he died or what a death is happened, then what we say? Whoosh, he died. Whoosh, he died. Whoosh. It's an interjection. Like this, we express our feelings with the help of our mind. Suddenly, without any pause. Suddenly, without any pause. Those are called as a interjection. Those are called as a interjections. With this, we completed 8 parts of speech. Next class, we are going to discuss some more points related to grammar. Thank you one and all.